Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. How are you? Okay. Because there's so much coming in and unlocking, because the cosmic history records are coming fully online now from within the cosmic heart. The cosmic rose heart is fully igniting. Thank you for my Ascended Masterclasses membership container and the space we held today and the magic we continue to make happen. We recorded a cosmic heart healing and ignition activation. Usually that's not part of the kind of tier one, like we have, just to explain, if you want to still kind of access those calls, because when you sign up, you also get, access to the calls that have happened for the last few months. And you just go kind of to the Ko-fi page and to the post section after you signed up, and you see the ones with a lock symbol that should be accessible to you, again, depending on which tier you sign up to, whether it's tier 1 or 2. But tier 1 is basically we have weekly or twice weekly Zoom calls. They're quite long, so now they're kind of once a week to not also overload our systems. And tier 2 is then in addition with the monthly, which is about free live group calls and activations that are also open to the public, so to say. So anyway, so today we wanted to have a graduation party, but it's turned more into, like, there's been huge heart healing going on. I did a fair bit of crying. I hope I'm done because I really don't like crying on camera. Anyway, so I did some of that there. As we're clearing and healing, please just don't, just don't. So the cosmic heart is healing, the heart of the mother, the feminine principle within us all. Our heartbreak, spiritual betrayal, it's a lot, okay? Depending on what level of shitness, heartbreak, and interference and attacks we've been through. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot for me. I want to say at this point, because I forgot to finish that in the call. Again, if you want to, again, access those groups, membership containers, and the backlog of the calls, and I will do over the next few days, do a summary of the calls, although I was also thinking, anyway, it's very good value for money. And you can cancel anytime, but you need to cancel if you want to. Anyway, so basically it was supposed to be a graduation party that kind of the heart clearing, healing took over, and we recorded a cosmic heart healing and ignition activation supported by light language, a heart healing song, but it really is, one of those activations. It's like 52 minutes long. I don't quite know why they are so long lately, but they're just very comprehensive. So they really help you to heal, balance, harmonize, upgrade, activate your field. I can feel, since we did this, the whole cosmic heart grid is fully awakening. The crystalline core of Earth already did, along with our cosmic Christ seed atom, but this is like full. I just see the cosmic heart awakening, heart rose fully opening. And the whole, it's many things. So anyway, so this is a gift from me as to everyone. I'm leaving the link to the activation below that you can download for free as MP3. Again, it's 52 minutes long, so you want to, download it to some device where you have enough space. But yeah, it's activating quite a lot right now. So this is my gift to yours. And I also want to say thank you so much for those in my container and everyone who's ever supported me throughout this journey and has helped restore my faith in humanity, the cosmic heart, the sanity within all of this craziness. Yeah, So one thing I didn't finish in that call earlier, I want to finish here, is when we, for example, have showers or baths, in this instance, shower. So I was talking yesterday in my last Cosmic Energy update about the kind of knives being taken out of my bag. And again, it's all about spiritual betrayal, and it's just one of those main themes of mine. And again, the gray lines, you know, we all carry this, okay? Like our own brothers and sisters, families turning against us, friends, you know, whoever, betraying us. But ultimately, again, it comes back to self-betrayal when we don't adhere our own inner knowing of what we're about to do is not really the right thing. But that's what hindsight and experiences are for. That's the only way we learn, okay? And there's one actually good thing I came across today. It was a Bashar quote along the lines of, true power is where you know that everything that happens is ultimately happening for you. And this is really where you get rid of the victim. But you need to feel it all. So I needed to really feel it all today from the Cosmic Mother. And when you have a shower, for example, so you can imagine like plasma liquid light coming out, plasma light, opalescent light, fire water, so to say, healing your whole field, washing off any density, anything. And today I could really feel it was literally like I could feel where these knives were taken out. It was like wounds, like, you know, kind of bloody wounds. And the shower, you know, healing this, running the hot water, you know, down my back, and it healing the, you know, incisions. Okay, this just comes in because there's so much unlocking right now. So I was shown, you know, yesterday again that the cosmic history records were trusted to me. This means that this is unlocking from, and this came along with this cosmic heart awakening that's fully unfolding right now, the supernova of the heart mind event. Because I know through the blueprint I carry, you know, the cosmic Christ seed atom, especially mine and all of ours, again, speaking from the oneness, ultimately always, is connected to the crystalline core of Earth. And this is fully igniting now the crystalline caverns, our own crystalline structures, cellular memories of a history free of all these invasions. Again, a whole new history we are going to remember. Think Mandela effect. That's why it's so important to let go fully of what has been and is now. Unless you want to get stuck there. Enough already. How many more times do we need to go through this? Until we really learn the lessons. And we have done from the oneness. I mean, this is done. So it's just a question of how this is unfolding now, quite literally, because it's here now. This is beyond TikTok. This is here now. Sunata. So the heartbreak was also plan of the divine plan. So no more hearts can be broken. So this is why we need to really feel this, all the betrayal, all the wounds, all the trauma, all the blame, shame, grief, resentment, anger, whilst we keep knowing that this is not the real truth. Because the one thing is about anyone waiting for disclosure, what is real disclosure? The disclosure most people are waiting for is like us hanging some cabal members from up on a stake. Really? Are we going to do this again? Just with some other group? Enough of the suffering already. The real true disclosure is all remembering, us all as one, remembering that we have created all of this as one, why all of this has happened, total debt forgiveness in all ways, shapes, and forms, where those who have committed grave crimes against humanity through the event are just being returned to source, because their blueprints literally cannot withstand these frequencies, because they have digressed their blueprints, aka consciousness, so much that, again, it's a frequency war, literally. As we anchor the higher frequencies, which is basically our main job here, just being the frequency holders of that new consciousness, embodying the consciousness of the cosmic Christ, cosmic consciousness, God source consciousness. That's how you get rid, clear the lower, which is what we're constantly doing. So us just walking upon this planet is literally enough. That's our worth right there. Claim this fully right now. Usunasha ainata keratena. Esu. Unasa aita inata. Claim all of your worth, gifts, abilities, power, like the divine feminine today fully claimed all of her power back, especially from the masculine, where this whole codependency clearing of where we try to, like, I could really dig into deep in the whole codependency pattern of like that we as children often have been felt like, and again, not knowingly, wantingly often, most of the time, it comes from the unconscious, of making felt not seen, not heard, that we don't matter, that we don't exist. And we had to survive, had our needs met by keeping everyone happy in our environment. Be the fixer, the healer, and so forth. And taking on all of this karmic load from everyone. So this is total, like, everybody now, what takes, so as this karma is fully cleared, collectively, fully, debt forgiveness, no more of this, okay? No one at fault here, it's happening to learn the lessons we came here for, and an expansion of the one consciousness where you need to feel all of this to come out the other end. But you're not going to stay there in the anger, the resentment, the fear, guilt, shame, all of that. Because you understand from the highest level of consciousness, God source consciousness, you in true divine union with your true self, true eternal authentic self, God source consciousness, it's the one is doing it to itself. That's the insanity we're fully breaking through of and free of. So there is nobody to blame anymore. That's real disclosure. That sets everyone free. The other scenario that many have been trying to manifest, knowingly and unknowingly, is another inversion of truth, more of this false reality, where there is polarity and this is the bad people over there who have caused all of this. It's one consciousness. It's only one of us here. So aina, yunashuturu. While it's again, this needs to be a whole thing of like, but again, we're quantum leaping, jumping to that mellow, where they're literally the terms another, you and me, don't make any sense. It's beyond wrongdoing and right doing. It's just experience where everybody, so to say, gets out of the suffering prison matrix, but also everybody gets what they deserve. A whole culmination of all of your lifetimes, decisions merged in this one. So we are fully letting go. Like, this is a big time, especially for the feminine, full, like, you know, ultimately she is fully self-sustainable. She no longer seeks, you know, it's like as you let go of needing anyone to support you, it's like the support comes in. As you no longer need anything anymore and fully let go, the highest quantum possibilities can come in. And it's literally miracle time. Like, I can feel it coming in. I also see I need to really let in support. And yeah, on some level, it's very hard. Because there's been a huge imbalance in the field of people like me giving so much, other people so little. You know, it's represented in 1% of the population having 99% of the wealth, that kind of thing, and 99% working for it, you know, and just in an inverted way, so to say. If that makes sense to you, but really, truly, where it's been really hard doing what I'm doing whilst you're being attacked and crucified and judged and demonized, especially by those closest to you. Again, those stabs in the back. And again, this is a story of many lifetimes. That's the spiritual betrayal we are healing right now, the spiritual betrayal. And again, ultimately, you know, it always comes back to me, to the oneness of that we did allow this. as well as we understand why we did it, why we try to heal everyone. You know, the wounded healer, Chiron, we all are this, you know, all the healers out there, so to say. Because whenever we heal another, we know we heal parts of ourselves at a deeper level. What we do for another, we do for ourselves, the same as when we hurt another, we hurt ourselves. That's what the fallen now realize. They have caused their own demise. I mean, they knew this already, ultimately, but it's like self-destruction, ultimately. If you digress your blueprints, consciousness, enough. And what happens if you don't end judging, you will end up, believe me, the very thing you're judging. I've seen it in my own experience again and again. So this is the final judgment day where God is judging, you know, the heart against the feather, but it's you. It's your own judgment. Because deep down, we all know what we really deserve, so to say, but it goes beyond. Like what we're accessing now is you will see yourself, and that's where you need to go to in your healing. It's you and God, fully sovereign. You're your own healer, sage, guru, master. You have access to everything I can access as you fully align with God's source consciousness. Clear your field, everything you ever thought you knew, believe in, so to say. Continue doing it. I do it all the time, daily. And let God show you. Ask questions, generally. Just show me. Show me the way, show me the truth. It will come in. It's like automatic writing, just whatever comes in. Keep trusting, keep fine-tuning. So right now, the biggest thing is what I wanted to mainly say, besides sharing the activation, is again, right now, you at one with God's source consciousness is your body fully healed. As the cosmic monad, the 144 fully healed, the 13 as the one, the Holy Trinity, the Holy Family, all heals. Ushanayinate, because we carry these ancient blueprints and source codes. And right now, it's like literally don't focus on what's wrong. Don't try and fix and heal it. It's like literally you went all the way that way. We're done already. We know it all. It's just energy that needs to clear. And now you're like fully merging with your fully healed self. And automatically what needs to heal will come up anyway, even quicker. So you just keep merging, okay, instead of fixing, focusing on the problem, because as soon as you keep focusing on the problem, you keep recreating it. So right now it's full consciousness shift. This is really important to get, okay? You see yourself fully healed, everybody else fully healed, one way or another. Everything pristine consciousness, pure diamond heart mind, at one with God's source consciousness, you're projecting out heaven on earth. As you remember your original blueprint, your true consciousness, God's source consciousness, it's awakening automatically now. Just open yourself up fully to receive. And then we emit this out to all, the new broadcasting system, the cosmic heart mind coming fully online, all new realities, okay? So all is being fully healed and rebirthed from within the oneness right now. As you fully surrender to source, you heal everything timelessly right now. Quantum, that's quantum healing, but at its highest now. It's like we understood everything, how everything came to be, and then you fully collapse it all and let it all go. As you fully are no longer attached to nothing, and you just fully trust in source, you just keep, like I keep getting this, fully healed now here. Don't worry about how, fully healed right now, everything, as if by a miracle, God's miracle. But we are God's boots on the ground. And that's so important to understand. We need to replace the old systems. We need to be there for one another. We need to support one another. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. But us just waiting here, sitting, hoping, no. We need to be the change in action. We need to make the magic happen. But a lot is now being just brought into our reality as you align your consciousness mostly with that. And there's very little left to do. You're just tuning into a new radio station and the miracles will appear as you clear out all the static, which is interference patterns in the broadcast, which is fear. Fully gone now. Ushanati. The activation will really help you if you're into that kind of thing. And if you find what I share useful, like, share, subscribe, comment. Donations are very welcome. Thank you so much. Also helping me to, and again, thank you to those in my container, willing to help me to get, you know, money together for a deposit, and I can rent a proper place and first month's rent, so to say. So thank you so much, truly, for also valuing what I share. And for those who can support, who also support me in that way. You know, it needs to be said, and this is the true divine feminine. She clearly communicates her needs, her feelings, authentically. You know, it's not lies or manipulation, because the false feminine, she gets her way, what she wants, through lying, manipulating, playing the victim, you know, playing on it. Whilst we need to fully embrace the victim and just be fully vulnerable. But, you know, that's also been a problem of when the feminine just clearly, authentically expresses her feelings, emotions, what's up, and what she needs for things to align and be better. She's also then shamed often because people feel like they can't give, and they then shame the, why are you even asking for it, and are not just grateful and happy. And whilst we are grateful and happy for everything we have, and yes, that's where more comes from, but we also need to be able to say again what we need and the support. And again, we need to support the right things, people, you know, that's what is in alignment with our truth, what really helps us expand, supports us, you know, supporting one another. Again, the tribes coming together. The core of the core, in true support, union, true divine reunion. This is what gets rid of the false systems, where we don't need them anymore. You know, like childcare, social welfare, you know, I mean, again, hospitals and all this won't even be necessary. It will literally be a fine-tuning, you know, of our energy bodies, because we will be fully healed, fully, completely, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Like it's already happening. The spirit body fully healed, merging with your physical, cosmically, planetary-wide, the cosmic Kryst shield, tribal shield, fully healing, sealing, healing everything, evicting all of these invaders, all that's not in alignment with that blueprint, the law of one. Ushanata, Ainatala Senashi. So remember, there's only one of us here. We are fallen as one, we rise as one, we heal as one. Because we've fallen apart as one, fragmented as one. There's only one of us here. And that consciousness is what heals all. Ushanati, and it's here now. Unata. Singularity as fully dissolving, collapsing this false reality in the quantum standing wave function. And you now are the creator of your own reality within this divine organic creatrix field. And you're here to fully reclaim all of your power. And the feminine has been reclaiming all of her power from especially the masculine, where she gives it away. There's this codependency. Again, it's more like energies and frequencies, principles, than genders that we're speaking about here. But it also plays out as that a lot, where, you know, a feminine wants the masculine to, like, it's beyond choosing. It's more the approving of her, giving her attention, making her feel worthy and loved. And again, within us all. And you get to the stage where it doesn't matter anymore what anyone thinks, doesn't do. It's just like you just know what you deserve, what you want, what you don't want, and you're in full, whole divine union, wholeness within yourself. But you're perfectly imperfect. Like the whole thing about this whole quantum healing right now is to understand deep down, there's nothing wrong with us, but us thinking that there is. As we fully let go of all these deep-seated belief systems, thought forms, projections that have been cast upon us, making us feel that we are not, there's something wrong with us, that we're not enough, too much, whatever, everything heals. That's the real disease. Us thinking there's something wrong with us. So as we fully merge with God's source consciousness, you fully give all of yourself, all of your healing to source. You don't need a healer out there, no one. You and source, fully healing everything. That's you merging with that consciousness to your eternal self. That's you turning on your superpowers, reclaiming all of your keys and codes. That's you merging, because it's a whole new way of ascension, your spirit body and your physical body. So you see yourself as already healed, perfectly imperfect, the way God sees you. And then you see everything else the way it's in its original form. Because you can see people for who they, originally are, their true innocence, beyond all the masks and falseness, whatever is playing out, as well as again, their true innocence, as well as any mask that may be on top of that. So the both ends. But what we're really remembering is you remember your own true self. You remember God's source consciousness. And again, that's when it's beyond words. You project out heaven on earth. You would not do anything else, because you remember the purity of our original creation, or again, it's a whole new reality we have created through all of this schism, discord, wars, division, to come back together even greater than ever before, where all of these schisms are fully merged and unified within the oneness, within the Holy Trinity, where you have the polarities, but they're unified within the 0-point field, within true divine law of unity, oneness. And there's no more of these big charges, no more victims, no more victimizers, none of this. It's all harmonized, balanced. That's what the masculine and feminine do. And again, it's happening within each one of us. So see yourself, everyone is already healed with crystal clarity again, truly, really, no matter what goes on, no matter how far away you think you are. Okay? We're all getting out of this bullshit. But there are just few of us who are fully ascending in their light body right now. Again. But we can all make huge jumps right now. Like walk-in experiences when you have huge, what I mentioned, the other activations. And again, we're all activating the God consciousness field, the unity field, where we all know ourselves as one again, where none of these problems exist. So imagine no problems exist. Full, your body fully healed, your light body online, levitating, bilocating, traveling the cosmos, literally. Imagine that, which we already are, inside of us, those who do a lot of inner work, the inner cosmic traveling, because the cosmos is literally right inside of you. That's the whole thing. You need to understand the activations. It's now I'm more and more in my activations also. I'm going into the whole, it's happening from inside out of you, because this is really what it's all about. Sources within, cosmic heart, the grids, everything in your field. And then you project it out. Usana, Ainata. Okay, that's where you get to shift everything. That's where your power really truly lies. Always inside of you. Okay? Your own imagination is your biggest superpower. Use it wisely. And as you fully heal yourself and you see yourself through the eyes of God, you heal all. Because you see everything then through the eyes of God. And not lost in the separation. Because again, everybody's meeting kind of like God, again, at the kind of gates of heaven. The heart is being weighed against the feather. You are ultimately God, judging yourself. But God doesn't judge. The ultimate, the final judgment day is the end of judgment. Because judgment is what causes karma. It's ultimately separation, an expression of that. As we stop judging already, we get rid of all of this. Because again, the fallen angelics also, they're really just a preview to what happens if you don't if you don't do your inner work and disconnect from your heart, your emotional body, and keep closing down. And I could see this today so perfectly. If you have a lot of, trauma, it's a very natural thing to close your heart down, and you never ever want to open it up again. I've been shown this before, and it's very hard to walk that path, you know, like being through everything we've been through and not closing our heart down and keep opening it up and keep healing it. So amazing work. Brave hearts, this is what it takes, okay? And we're still working on it. The activation helps, because I know it's really helping to bring more peace, unity, love into the field, truth. Hoshana. So as we stop trying to heal or fix anything, especially outside of you, we also stop projecting untruths into the hologram, because it's not truth. Toxicity is not truth. Dirty oceans is not truth. It's not real reality. This is it's a result, a symptom of the disease of the cosmic mind. Like any other disease out there, illness you can think of. As the heart fully heals, as we fully heal as one monad, all of this is gone, really. Don't try and fight the symptoms, the problems. Just literally at this point, it's like cognitive dissonance time in a positive way, and just keep overwriting, okay? It doesn't exist. These old realities fully dissolving in front of your very eyes. Overwrite them. See all new crystalline realities, golden cities, crystalline cities fully rising, new earth realities, okay? So the cognitive dissonance is really a disillusion of the illusion, because it's what's really real. Again, when we are dreaming, we are really awake. It's like, and when we are awake, we're kind of dreaming. So this is where dreams become reality, and reality becomes a dream, quite frankly. So remember, everything comes back to the self, back to the oneness, at-one-ment. So when we're in the state of at-one-ment, oneness, it can feel very lonely, because there's literally just one of us here. But this is really healing, this whole separation. I could feel it so deeply today. It's like when we are hurt, we kind of just want to retrieve and, you know, protect ourselves. And that's natural, but that's not where the magic happens. So once we understand that only hurt people at a very deep level, really forgive, have compassion, deep understanding, bring healing to the one consciousness of why they're doing what they're doing, because ultimately they don't know or have learned any better and are pretty hurt and broken themselves. So we have compassion. There's literally nothing left to be angry about. But you need to feel the anger to get out the other end, or whatever it is, you know, grief, hurt, pain. So the singularity is all that truly is. There is total debt forgiveness, no more victims, no more victimizers, no one to blame, nothing to feel separated from and be in discord with. There's just total peace. Because it's really just when again, the difference of belief systems, opinions, is what really has divided us. You know, it's like my God is better than your God. It's like my belief system is better than yours. But the thing is, there is just one God. There's just one ultimate truth. And that's what we're fully remembering now. So again, everything shifts as we shift from deep within in no time whatsoever. Okay, so fully quantum complete is now. Our true cosmic history records fully unlocked now. A history free of all of this invasions. You are remembering something totally new. So let everything go, fully surrender to source. Everything you ever knew, thought was right, wrong, whatever. What's there to hold on to? What are you afraid of? Quite literally. But holding on to an illusion, a fallen reality that you don't really want to experience. So let it go fully, Ushanaya. Remember what's really real. It's written inside of your own DNA blueprint, fully igniting now. I can see literally the cosmic quantum tree of life coming fully online. It's all here now. Okay, the body of God, heart, mind, fully online. From within us, inside of us, radiated out, projecting out all new realities, being a full flow state, okay? Truly, fully surrender to true divine love. Oh yeah, the one thing I didn't mention in the last video, but in the post. That's why it's always good to read the post also. They really hold activations as well. Was that, I think yesterday or day before, no, 18th maybe, I got a big message was, now the dream walkers make dreams real again. So we are the dream walkers, the dream keepers, the dream weavers. We are creating reality. We hold these codes, we hold the blueprints, architecture for reality inside of us, our consciousness, our DNA blueprint. And that's where we keep getting to shift it all. We are the seeders. We make reality happen. We create. Okay, we're the creators. So remember who you are. Weave all new dreams, or rather surrender and allow source to take over fully your heart, mind, body, and soul. Remember the really real. Allow God to redream reality through you. Okay, but it's also our own imagination. Again, you are becoming God's source conscious and embodied. We're here. It's not like us waiting for God to come down from the heavens, so to say. Although energetically, that's kind of what's happening in a way. But in many different ways, shapes, and forms. You know, it's frequencies, ultimately. It's beyond some being. I mean, it's beyond words can ever comprehend. You know, I mean, we call it God, source, to super consciousness field, but it really has to be felt, to be known what source is, and truth, and real love. It's all one and the same. Love, power, wisdom is all the same. Like, you know, once you really know the truth, that's true power. And again, that's why the history records need to be kept safe and never be allowed to be distorted again. We have learned from our lessons. Never allow other people's opinions, truths to interfere with what we know deep down is really true. Okay? Never betray your own divine inner feminine ever again, because that's the divorce right there, where, you know, the heart and the mind split and can't agree anymore. So remember, you're not a failure. You are the pure self. That's actually something I came across from Moji, a quote, on a video I didn't watch, but anyway, I just like the quote. So the whole failure thing, really, you can't ultimately get this wrong. A lot of brothers and sisters have been led down a long, windy road, garden path, especially in the truther community out there. It's all going to be okay. All right. Just let go. Be willing to see where you might have gotten certain things wrong. That's the only way you learn, quite frankly. Okay. And we all have gotten things wrong. That's the only way I learned. And I'm happy to go like, oh, wow, that was really stupid. That's how you learn. Constantly being really honest with yourself. Know thyself. Be truthful to yourself. To thyself be true. That's the most important thing here. That's where everything else comes from. It's like you being true to God. You can't hide anything here now. The new Cosmic Emerald Crystal Diamond Heart Network, fully online. Everything is known in the space. Nothing to hide. Everything is unveiled, literally revealed from within the oneness. Again, it's an inside-out awakening, remembering disclosure, not the other way around. This is the truth that's eternal, everlasting, cannot be questioned, doesn't need to be televised, doesn't need to be questioned, argued over ever again. You just know, everybody just knows what happened, truly happened, not some lower version of reality that's still based in polarity consciousness of us versus them, good versus evil. No, you need to delete the programs if you want to escape the matrix. Okay, let it go now. I need to laugh because before I came online, I actually had several giggles. It's like I've been, you know, clearing a lot today, so it wasn't a giggly day, but it's like your higher self, really. It's like to your highest version of self. It's like, you know, you project yourself into this matrix and it's like, hey, let's experience what a car crash feels like. Hey, your higher self laughs at this in a way, although also on other levels not. Because a lot of this has ultimately, you know, caused fragmentation within the oneness. But the highest picture is we had to go into the separation in order to come back again, where there's no more separation between dimensions, realities, realms, tribes, races. All is one, literally. As well as everybody is fully sovereign, can create their own reality within that oneness. There are no more rules. Your own imagination, belief system is the only limit you have. And again, it's ultimately due to what you have already activated, the consciousness within your own blueprint. Again, it's not just wishing for something, pretending you believe in something. It's like really, really believing it from deep within, which means that any discordant thought forms, belief systems, codes within your DNA blueprints have been fully cleared and overwritten. All right, and to finish it here, it's late, linearly speaking, and in general. So, remember who you truly are, your eternal self, fully boundless and free. All right, careless. Because you know you are eternal. You've never been born. You cannot die. There's no beginning and no end, ultimately. Because everything, you just fully quantum merge with it already being here now. Don't worry about how we're going to get there. The way appears as you walk the path, one step after another. You need to trust fully. That's how you fully activate your blueprint, because you trust God, your own intuition, as you follow your heart, your soul, speaking to you. So, our true power, wisdom, and the love that we are is about to be fully unleashed for good. For the good of all, okay? Breaking us out of all of these inversions, veils, the insanity, okay? So, true enlightenment is here, 444. True divine love, the one returning to its true self, real remembering, real awakening, real disclosure, okay? Real new earth, not these washed down artificial versions that have been sold to us out there. So, see through the lies, the manipulation, the smoke screens, the sparkly pictures, personas. Tune into the frequency. Tune into what's really true. You need to feel it, okay? And the truth is what liberates us all. It's what sets everyone free. And the ego might be struggling a little bit in the meantime, but don't you worry, okay? It's not real anyway. And again, ego, however you want to call it, false self, lower self, shadow, all of this is part of God. Everything can be alchemized. Dissolve the boxes. The boxes are imaginary. They have been literally made up. This is all about transcending all remaining judgments, all compartmentalization, objectification, your attachment to physical form, this illusion, reality, let it all the way go. Okay? You are formless. You are pure energy, frequency, and vibration. You're photonic light. You're constantly redreaming yourself. Your whole identity is all made up. All of this is made up. Remember, we are making all of this up as we walk the path. Big changes are here one way or another. We make them happen. We are God's boots on the ground, remember. Okay? As we fully merge with our God sovereign and free self. So it's all being fully rebirthed from within us. And again, it all awakens. It's a memory that awakens from within you. It's a happening. Nothing to force, nothing to try. Okay, don't try and fix on the healing. See yourself, everything already healed. Quantum merge fully now. With that reality already being here, as you fully let go of any ultimately attachments to outcomes, any specific outcomes. You just know you're fully provided for, protected, one moment to the next. You will be shown. This is how the biggest quantum opportunities can come to you as you fully let go of how anything needs to be, when, how it needs to happen. Okay, just fully let go and trust God's plan. And remember, you're the sacred change agent that makes the magic happen. It's the both end, knowing when to do, when to let go, masculine and feminine in full divine union. Nothing is missing. You're fully whole, at home in your true self. You don't care what anything thinks about you, what you're doing, what you're saying. You're just being you. Unapologetically, being your fabulous, unique self. And that's what ultimately activates your blueprint, truly. But you need to be your true self, okay? Connected to true consciousness, the true virtues, ethics, morals of the Christ, but that is not this false perfection that has been sold to us. It's really not. But I've spoken about this before. I leave it here. Thank you so much for all your support. Truly, being here now, keeping on believing, especially in you. All right? Shine bright, sparkly, beautifully, like the flowers on the meadow. Okay? They don't compare one another. They don't argue over who's the most pretty flower on this meadow. We're all just shining, blooming, wherever we're being planted. Okay? So, call forth the miracles, believe in them, really call them forth, know that you deserve the very best. Okay? Know your worth, your value, claim it. All that you so truly deserve, and we, us all. See, everybody, remember real reality. Pristine realities, fresh air, food, meadows, earth, everybody provided for. There is no lack. That's real reality. This is inversion. Okay? As we remember what's really true and keep making it happen, as we've been shown, it appears in front of us, truly, shape-shifting all around us as we change from deep within. And so it was done. Unata, hinasutudatea eshanai. Again, check out the links below. Thank you so much. And I see you. Bye.